The video game train is coming to the station. Let's talk. What up, viewers? What up? What up? Today is Friday, October 2nd, and that means it's time for a quick recap of the week in video game news. Like I said, the video game train is coming to the station. Just trying to say that we had some video games launch this week. It's been a slow summer. We had some games launch, spread. A couple of them launched at the end of August, early September. Kind of been in a small dry spell, but now we're getting toward the end of the year, and that means that a lot more games are going to start coming out. So let's talk about it. First up this week, launching today, is Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. I bought this game for my fiance, and she's been playing it and having a blast. This is the most recent game in the Crash Bandicoot series since 1998 was the last time one of these, a Crash Bandicoot serial game was released. If you don't count, we had the Insane trilogy it's 2 years ago, and then you have Crash Bandicoot Racing, which I believe came out last year. So they've been trying to build up the Crash franchise, and now we have a full launch. It launched with an 85 Metacritic, so I think fans of, I've been watching this throughout the summer. Fans of the series should really like this game. The only opinion I have on it so far, besides a couple of the reviews I read, was my fiance's opinion, and she is loving it. She's liking the 2D parts, the 3D parts. It's really taking her back to the classic Crash feel that people know and love. So if you're really into Crash, if you are a big Crash fan, then this could be the game for you. So let me know what you think of Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, down below in the comments. Moving right along, the game I do have first-hand experience with is Star Wars Squadrons. And by first-hand experience, I mean I played it for about 10 minutes. I got to the tutorial, and that's about it. But I have been excited about this. I'm always a big fan of like cockpit shooters. I always really liked flight games. Like some of those like cockpit shooters like Rogue Squadrons, and a bunch of other those like pilot games. I really like them, and I've been waiting for another one. I think that's probably why I play Inverted, because I played a lot of them when I was a kid. So I've gotten my hands on this one. I did the character creation, which was pretty dumbed down, but I'm looking forward to seeing. There was only like 5 or 6 names you can select your character, and 6 or 7 voices you could select. But I'm hoping that means that they're going to have full voice lines for each name and for each voice to really show its gusto. So I'm looking forward to playing more of this game. I have seen a little bit of the multiplayer, and it looks fun. It's like Battlefront 2 if it was all space missions. So I'm looking forward to that. And the settings are actually really interesting on it. You can set it up so that all of the there's no HUD, so all of the information is given to you by like the consoles in your panel. So that'd be very cool to kind of see how that works out. I'll let you know as I continue to play it, but I'm looking forward to playing more of Star Wars Squadrons, which launched today with an 81 Metacritic. So right in that range of, if you like it, you'll probably like it, and if you're not into cockpit shooters, you probably this might still be a fun game to play. And it launched for only $40. I brought this up when it was first announced, but I'm a little hesitant on why EA of all people or of all companies would launch a game with the Star Wars brand for only $40. I'm wondering if there's going to be any shortcomings, or if it's just going to be a very short campaign. If it's only 5 to 10 hours, that's about as long as a Call of Duty campaign is. So I don't know why they wouldn't launch at the full $60. So wondering what the $40 price point is all about. News this week that broke the internet was that the new Super Smash Bros. Ultimate characters have been announced, and one of them is Steve from Minecraft. This was just kind of teased at and hinted at. The official like Nintendo, Super Smash Bros. Direct style event isn't till tomorrow, October 3rd, but we got teaser images, we got a little bit more about what's coming, and it literally broke the internet because I think Twitter exploded at the time that it was announced, which is great. looking forward to seeing Steve in Minecraft. Super Smash Bros. Has been going at it. Like, this really is going to be ultimate. They're just going to keep adding characters in. I think they've got a platform. I think they're kind of going the Brawlhalla, route. I think it's still, I don't know if Smash Bros. Is still a full $60 game. But people are going to pay $5 for every character that comes out, and then get more and more IP. Hey, put Crash Bandicoot in it. Why not? You already got Sonic and Pac-Man, so keep spreading it out. Keep finding more. You've got Snake. Like, just keep Cloud. You keep throwing some IPs in there, because I'm pretty sure anybody would want to be a Smash Bros. Character. And most interesting, I'm wondering what a Minecraft amiibo is going to look like. It'd probably look like the 8-bit pixel ones that they did for Mario. But yeah, Steve from Minecraft coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Let me know what you think down below. World of Warcraft Shadowlands, the upcoming DLC, or the upcoming expansion to World of Warcraft, was due to come out on 10/27, so at the end of the month, a couple weeks from now, but it has been delayed. It has been delayed, quote, later this year, which if it was already gonna come out 4 weeks from now, you push it out more. Like, when are you gonna drop it? Is it gonna be at the end of November? You definitely don't want to be in the middle of November when two consoles. I mean, it's a PC game, but when two consoles and Cyberpunk and 40 titles drop, so you definitely don't want to be in that window. And there's only 8 other weeks to choose from to still be in this year. So I'm wondering what that means, and I didn't read too much on what the cause of this was, but yeah, I think they're still doing balancing changes. I think they probably received a lot of feedback about how the what's it called? How the factions are going to work in the game. So I wonder if that has anything to do with it, or if they just if they ran into a bunch of technical bugs and they don't want to release it yet. So wondering when later this year is going to be, but yeah, World of Warcraft Shadowlands has been delayed. Google isn't even faking it at this point. They are coming out with the latest generation of Google Chromecast, and it's got all the upgrades that they want for the latest Google Chromecast, but it won't have Stadia functionality at launch. Instead, they are waiting to bring Stadia functionality to their new Chromecast, and I don't know if these things are developed like by two separate teams. I would figure that Google, of all people, would, like, as soon as you have a platform or have a product that you want to be out there, every product you would have going forward would also contain what you want. But maybe they're developed in two different places and those teams don't speak. Google's probably a very big company, but yeah, I'm really surprised by this. I'm probably not the only one who's making kind of assessments of, like, really, you're going to launch a new Chromecast, but it's not going to have Stadia functionality. Stadia probably didn't launch to the success that Google is expecting. So yeah, and I don't even know what their free to play looks like. I think I can play Destiny. I haven't touched my Stadia in quite some time, so I'll have to dust that off just to see what's still working and if the platform has changed and if it's still something I want to put my mind to. Even as Amazon comes out with their game streaming platform, much like Stadia, called Luna, which I talked about last week. But yeah, I just find it really interesting that the latest hardware coming out of Google does not contain the software that they've been recently promoting. So wondering what that's all about. The latest video game controversy, because gamers are nothing if not controversial, it isn't about the console wars, so you can back off that. This one is about the generation jump from PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5 for the game SpiderMan. So the Spider-Man that was in the PlayStation 4 game has had a facelift, and they're going to have a completely new looking character. So the character looks different. I assume he's going to play the same and all that kind of stuff, but the character just looks different, and that gets all the gamers, it starts raising their hackles, and they get all angry about that. So Sony has to defend why there's this facelift. I have no attachment because I didn't play the PlayStation 4 Spider-Man, so whatever the next Spider-Man is, that's what it's going to look like for me. But in the Ultimate Edition of Spider-Man for PlayStation 5, the two Spider-Man are going to look different. So, I just, I think this is kind of a nothing burger. Characters change sometimes, especially when you got generational jumps and, maybe they didn't want to have to, maybe there was more mocapping they had to do. So I kind of let the developers do developer things because they're the developers and I don't often want to question them, but this kind of came up as big video game controversy this week. So there's my take on it. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Everyone's favorite character, Krieg from Borderlands 2, is coming to Borderlands 3 in their latest DLC. Psycho Krieg and the amazing Flustercluck. This is a mature stream, so I can say Flustercluck. But the latest DLC will be taking Borderlands 3 players into the mind of Krieg and all of the craziness that Krieg is. He is one of the psychos from the Borderlands universe. And apparently the thing that Gearbox is really touting for this new DLC is the new arms race mode, which is supposed to make the game feel completely new and fresh, which is good because I think Borderlands has been getting stale over the last year. So hopefully this new mode really brings people back to the table and gives everybody something to enjoy. I don't know. They haven't said much details on what the arms race mode is going to be, what it's going to add. It got me momentarily thinking about like a Borderlands Battle Royale, but that's just kind of, those are easy things that are probably happening somewhere behind the scenes. But I just thought it looked, in a couple of the screenshots, it looked like people were opening chests and getting guns and stuff, but like in a competitive sense. So I'm wondering what the new arms race mode is and if it's going to completely revolutionize Borderlands 3. So looking forward to seeing what that's all about. It might be something to get me back into Borderlands 3 if I have time this fall, considering all the games that are coming out. Mario Kart Live: Home Circuit, the Mario Kart RC cars that are coming out later this year. We got a 5-minute trailer this week that kind of shows how you set up. It just went into more details. I think the last thing we had was like a 90-minute clip just talking about what it is. But this one went into a lot of details. It came in with recommendations for the room size. It talked about how you can set them up and how you can kind of design your own racetracks. How the in-game effects affect the real life RC car and vice versa. So it was all just a little bit more details on Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. So looking forward to seeing more about this. If it's not already sold out, because Nintendo often does the whole demand issue of not making enough. So I should probably get on this if I really want to pre-order it. But we just got a lot more details this week, and it was a cool, long kind of deep dive into how it's actually going to play out, and it still has my interest. So looking forward to seeing more about that. This week had a big update for Animal Crossing New Horizons players. The Halloween update was live as of September 30th. So go in and, pick all the weeds because your island's probably covered with them at this point if you haven't been playing daily for the past 6 months. But you can go in. There's candy that you can collect at the Nook store. There's pumpkins that you can plant, and there's I think 4 or 5 different shades of pumpkins if you want to collect all those. And there's a bunch of different DIY crafting recipes. So looking forward to seeing more about Halloween. It's definitely got us jazzed to get back into Animal Crossing. So looking forward to bringing life back to my island of Meatball. Last but certainly not least, the latest Cyberpunk commercial. They brought Keanu, and he's there in all of his glory. So the latest the latest ad for Cyberpunk or trailer for Cyberpunk has Keanu, and he's and they've got Billie Eilish's bad guy playing in the background, and Keanu's just like, what is it, what's it take, and you can go watch it. But it was really cool to see Keanu kind of in his full character. I don't think he wasn't full Johnny Silverhand. He didn't have the one arm or the shades or anything, but he was definitely hopping in the car and just like talking about burning down the city. So it was a really fun commercial. It's got bad guy playing in the background. So hope you enjoyed that. I did, and go watch it. So, but that's it for this week. Nothing long, no long-winded or anything. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy this content. If you do, follow, like, and subscribe to me on YouTube and Twitch so you can see more great content like this. Links down in the description below. I hope you have a super day. I hope you have a super weekend. And I hope you have a super day. Bye!